Alright, welcome to Paris. So today we're going to edit these photos I was taken in Paris and one of my favorite locations, the Louvre. Right, so these locations, alright, the buildings, the architecture, and of course this iconic, the triangle, is the design is very nice. Of course, I love to shoot here is because of also I love the time of the day. Choose the best time of the day, right? So I always choose the evening time, especially this is the after sunset. So you can shoot during the sunset, the golden hours, and also you have the blue hours like this one. So this is after sunset. So you also have the blue hours to create some nice photos like this. All right. So I just use one flash. I only use one flash, right? And you can see here. So the idea of shooting this is because of you see the path, the route. Okay, so I just imagine the couples working on this path, right? So it's just nice. You have a leading line straight in the composition, right? You can see here is the first thing. The second thing is I love to shoot with the wide angle. So I'm using the 1424. You can see here. So when I have a wide angle lenses, I can including the whole sky, which is the blue hours, or maybe you have dramatic sky during the sunset time, right? So that's why I said choose the best time of the day, right? So when you have the wide angle, so you're including the whole sky. And the second point is you have the negative space. Okay, so the negative space, you can place the subjects here. You can see here the leading line, and the second thing is the negative space. So you see here the negative space is very clean background to place your subjects. Alright, so this is what I love to shoot in this location because it's open space. You have beautiful architecture. You can easily do your composition. You can place the subject very simple, very easy. Okay, so and very clean, of course. So that's why is all the good reason why I want to shoot here. And of course you need to choose the best time of the day that you can have a beautiful dramatic sky, you can have a nice color for the sky, also the whole environment, the ambience. Okay, so yeah, so many good reasons, right? So this is the whole concept, right? And you get the result like this one. So this is a raw file here. All right, so download your raw files, remember. And so you can see the light setups, okay, and the camera setting from the PDF. So download both, and now you can start the post-processing and the editing in the camera roll, or you want to use the Adobe Lightrooms. It's the same things. And after that we go to Photoshop. All right, so for this masterpiece, okay, so it's a beautiful thing. For the posing, very obvious, you can see how's the posing here. So it's like a walking. I just want them to act like walking. Okay, they're walking together, and you can see the groom is holding the bride. And also how the dress flowing is, I just ask the bride to throw the dress. Throw the dress. That's simple, right? And as you can see, the hand is throw, and then very gently, very soft. Okay, so you'll get this result, right? Of course, it depends how's the dress your clients are wearing. All right, so this is the dress I got from the bride, and she's wearing this, and I noticed that okay, this is going to be nice when throw like this, right? So all right, it depends what is the dress, the clothes. Okay, so you can do different pose. You can do even better. Maybe the clothes from your client is even bigger, longer. All right, so you got more impact because when the dress bigger and longer, and some material is not so heavy and can flow and fly in the air, and that makes some impact to the photo. Okay, and yes, the impact to the audience eyes. All right, so okay, let's start the post process. All right, so we have here in camera roll. Okay, so the first thing here, okay, so I want to share again my presets here. So you can see here, so the other lessons I show you in the Lightroom. I use my preset and profiles in my Lightroom, and now I'm going to show you its work in the camera roll as well. So you can go to the basics here, of course, the edit. If you edit in Lightroom, you go to basics, right? Okay, you can see the same symbol, the 4 small square symbol here, the icon. So you just click here and you got all these default from Lightroom or from the camera roll. So if you are the owner of my high-end signature, so you got my profile here, right? So wow, it's nice. So you can see here immediately you got different kind of color here. It's very, very nice, fantastic. So what I'm going to show is, right, of course, if you got this different taste from me, you can try different profiles. It's up to you, right? Like this one is going to change the whole sky, change the color. Is crazy, all right? You can change very, very much difference. Okay, all right. You can adjust the slider here. All right, so it's incredible. All right, so what I want to use is actually it's not this one. Okay, I want to show you is I just want to use a normal one. Okay, just to have a small adjust. All right, it's not big. Okay, let me go back. Okay, go back to the normal one. All right, so see here. Okay, so I want you to go for the, if you have my preset here, go to Lux Modern. Okay, so it's very simple. The Lux Modern immediately adjusts the highlights details. Okay, you can see the highlight detail and shadow details at the same time, especially the shadows details here. Okay, this is the before and after. Before, after. Okay, so this is going to make you faster in the post-processing. So you can see the dress, the clothes, the groom, the suit, everything in just less than 1 second. Just click. That's right, you got it. Okay, so it's helped me faster my workflow 10 times faster. All right, so now I got more to adjust is the slider, the amount slider here. So I just adjust a little bit. If you want a little bit more stronger, you can make it more. So the maximum is 200. So the default setting is 100. All right. Okay, so you can make it 0 is like this. So it's 0, 100, and 200. All right. So it depends. So this is very powerful from the profile. All right. So in this case, okay, I just want to just make it default setting. I just follow default 100. All right, and we go back here. So if you go back, even you can adjust here if you're not happy, and then you can still adjust. All right, so let's go to basics. So maybe you can have more details. You can go to shadows. You can adjust more. All right. So the profiles is very good here. Is you can see the profiles have not touched anything yet. All right, but it's already changed. You already got the results, but before you touch anything here, even in the curve details, color mixer, color grading, optics, calibrations, all right, everything here you see all default. We didn't touch anything. Even the color mixer here, you see the blue sky is from the profiles, okay, and nothing yet. You nothing from here. Okay, you haven't touched any adjustment from the color mixer. All right, so this is the good things from profiles. All right, so let's start. If I want to go for a little bit adjustment, actually for this one, the profile is so powerful, so I just want to change a little bit temperature to a bit warmer. Okay, so I want to change a bit warmer like this one, 7,002. Okay, the default is around 6,000, so I go to 7,200 like this. So I want to have a little bit more warm color to the whole image, right? And all right, I don't need to change anything else. Okay, let's stretch to the color mixer here, color channels. So stretch to the skin tone. So I just want to give some light. Okay, enhance the brightness for the skin tone. So I go for 35, right? 35 is fine, good. I like the result very much. And also for the red channel, right? So it's the dress and the lips. So I will go for a little bit further, a bit more for this one, 70. All right, I think 70 is very good. It's very good. Okay, the next one I will going to enhance more color like this one, the yellow color. Okay, from the triangle, the roof, and I'm going to make saturations. Okay, saturations. So the saturation is not affected the skin tone. All right, so always remember the ambience warm color is go for the yellow channel. It's not affected the skin tone. Okay, so the skin tone only you need to do the skin tone, you go for orange channel. Okay, so affected by orange channel, that's all. And okay, so this one I make 100 for the yellow. All right, and okay, what else I want to do? Okay, not much. All right, so what about the green? So there's not green here. So for green, actually I close 100% close green. And aqua, I think it's okay, it's fine for the blue sky, but I think the blue is the blue sky is still the blues channel here. Yes, right, you can see the blues channel here. All right, so what I want to do here, all right, so maybe I will change a little bit. Okay, the hue for the blue, you can have some purple, or you can have some like a cyan sky like this one. All right, or you want the original blue sky like this one. Okay, it's up to you. So what I want to do is, all right, maybe I go for a little bit of cyan, but not much. So -15. Okay, for the blue. Okay, I adjust the hue for blues channel, -15. All right, so I think it's fine here. Purple, what happened in purple? Yeah, a little bit affected the purple. So maybe this one I go for 30. It's not much different, this one. Okay, just a little bit. What about this one? The dress, a little bit, the edge of the dress here. Alright, so alright, I just remain 0. Okay, don't touch this one, it's fine. Alright, so now you have this one. You see the before and after. Alright, I just did a little bit adjustment and you can see the big difference. Alright, so this is the power from the profiles. Okay, so let's go to the next things. I want to do something that, because of I can see here my floor ground is my ground is blue color. So I want to actually, I want my sky in blue, and the building is warm color, is fine. The original color, that's what I want. And the ground, actually I want actually normal color, not so blue. So I want to have less blue color. So this I'm going to do in the adjustment filter, the graduated filter, right? So go for this one, graduated filter, you click, and so this is the adjustment here. I try to do a little bit the previous setting. So okay, so what we want is go back, everything's go back to 0. Okay, go back to 0. Okay, and so we can make a graduated filter like this one. So because of I want to adjust this, the less blue. Okay, less blue. So now I want to change the temperature because I'm less blue, right? And maybe less saturation, -20. -20 I think is good. Okay, and alright, maybe I want to darker it, less highlight, a little bit of shadow maybe. Let's see, maybe. Alright, so now I still have the color for the dress, still have the color for the shoes here, but you see the blue is gone. Alright, so I want to, because yeah, of course the original color of the ground is not blue color, that's why I want to bring back the original color. Alright, and also here, look at the lower part here, you have the range mask. So go to the range mask here and go for color. So what I want here is I don't want to affected my dress, also the shoes. I just want to adjust the ground. Okay, so what happened is we can pick the color of the ground, which is okay, you can pick anywhere in the ground. So I pick the shadow part of the ground here. Alright, so pick here. Okay, so this is going to adjust more to the ground, but it's not going to affect it too much for the dress and the shoes. Right, so you can see here. Okay, this is something that the range, color range. So I want to affect it more color range, or I want to in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to make it more. Alright, so when you do this, it's good because of you can preserve the color, like the red dress and the brown shoes. Alright, so you try to avoid, okay, try to avoid the adjustment or the changing affected to the dress. Alright, and also the shoes. So just for the ground, right? So this is what happened. So this is the blue, and then we adjust to other color, right? So I can make it 30, right, like this. It's good. And of course the highlight here, okay, and the shadows here, right? So very nice, right? Okay, and this one shadow a little bit, okay, and the contrast, maybe more contrast. Yes, so we can darker. I like to darker the bottom part of the image because of, so I can concentrate and focus on the subjects. All right, so like this. So this is the setting here, exposure. So lower the exposure. Okay, so negative 0.5, and then the contrast plus 15, and then highlight 100%. Without the highlight, I don't want to highlight. And then shadows can make it like 35. All right, 35 is enough. Okay, and that's good enough. And then go to saturation, negative 10. All right, and then noise reduction. Okay, you can have a noise reduction if you want by 10. Okay, so this is all the setting here. Okay, for this one. Okay, so it's pretty good, nice. All right, and go back to basic here. So you can see the before and after, right? Before and after here. See the ground have the original color, the building's original color, the sky, blue sky, and then we have warm color here because after sunset we still have a little bit warm color here. All right, so everything is so good. All right, so good. So if you want add more warm color, you can go for another things. All right, let me show you more. Okay, if I want to make it better, so I'm going to make a radial filter here. Okay, so go to radial filter here. Okay, this is going to, okay, the highlight is going to, okay, everything make it a default 0. Okay, so I want to make a little bit warm color. It's like a sunset is going to be here. So this is radial filter. Alright, so sunset to be here, and so I change the temperature, make it slightly warmer, and then I change the tint here a little bit here. So which is the warmer is the, I don't want the warm color going to more green. So I prefer the warm color going to like a orange, right? Orange color. It's not green color. Green color is look so weird. Alright, so remember this. So I need to change the tint. Okay, otherwise go to green colors too much. Alright, so the shadow is fine. Maybe the shadow is not too much, or yeah, a little bit. I think it's good for the dress. You see, it's affected the dress nice, right? So, but not too much. Okay, 30 is good. Contrast. Let me see the contrast. Yes, I think the contrast can. Okay, 25 is good enough. Okay, what about the highlight? The highlight I prefer 0. Okay, prefer 0. Like this is good. The natural. The light for the sky, and noise reduction by 10. Saturation, alright, so saturation I go more slightly higher. So saturation, because of we want the warm color, that's we need to bring more saturations, right? So I go for 40. Alright, go for 40. I think it's good, it's nice, beautiful, I like it. Let's try if I make it bigger. Alright, I think yes, slightly bigger, or maybe like this. Yeah, I think something like this, and turn something like this. It's good. And longer or shorter. Yeah, like this. Okay, perfect. Follow the dress. Okay, follow the dress. Nice, beautiful, so beautiful. Okay. So what about the building behind? Alright, so if you want to have the building behind, okay, maybe you can create another filter like this one. Okay, so for this one, another filter, I'm not recommended use the same setting. So just a little bit for the, you just need to adjust the buildings, not for the sky, right? So maybe we can try again the range mask here. Go to color. Okay, so we pick the. Okay, we pick the building, of course. So in this case, you can see the blue color is not affected, alright, because of you already picked the color here, and it's very good. So if you see, if I make it longer, the sky is still the blue sky. Okay, this is so powerful. Okay, remember this technique. Look at this. All right. So why you need to use the range, the color range, the range mask. So the range mask is help you to avoid anything you don't want to affect it. Okay, so which is my blue sky. I don't want my blue sky to be affected by the, because I changed the warm color for the building. So if I make the whole round affected, the blue sky is going to change to warm color to the sky, and it's like a halo. So this is what we don't want. So when I pick the color here, no matter how I change the sky, I change the building one color, it's not going to affect the blue sky. See, if I change black and white, it's not affected the sky. If I go for warm, it's not affected the sky. So that's, you need to know. If you know, just tick and adjust. Okay, so alright, I hope you get it. This is very, very, very powerful things you need to do when you do the post process like this. Alright. Okay, so alright, so I already enhanced the sky here. Okay, very, very good, and I can make it even longer like this, and not affected my, I don't want to affect my skin tone. Alright, so I try to avoid the skin tone. Okay, the hand is fine, but the face is not. I don't want to affect my face. Alright, it's good. And the tint here, yes, good, perfect. Higher a bit, and more. Alright, so nice. Okay, so you see here, I got the light, because the sunlight hitting the dress, the triangle, of course it's going to hit the building, right? Alright, so anything else? Okay, I think it's good, it's fine. So now we can actually go back to basic here. So I want to look at the contrast. So maybe I'm going to adjust some whites here to make more contrast. You see the color is punched out. So like this is very flat. Okay, it's flat. So like this is very strong. So 16, okay, or maybe 20. Okay, better 20, and maybe a little bit of the more shadows. So by 10, and yes, very, very powerful here. Okay, maybe more details. Like I can adjust. If you want more shadow details, you can adjust the blacks as well. But it's going to make your picture less contrast, of course. So in this case, I will going to increase. If I increase the blacks, I will going to increase my contrast. Okay, so 15. Okay, so you see the whole picture. Okay, wow. Well, it's only in camera roll, but it's already looks like in the final retouch in the Photoshops. So this is the before, and this is the after. Alright, one more time, before and after. Alright, so if you follow the whole step, you got this result already. And when you go to Photoshop, you just do some simple retouch and then some skin retouch and export. Done. Alright, so this is a masterpiece. So let's go to the Photoshop, right? So again, before and after. Alright, I love it so much. Alright, very, very, very nice. Okay, let's go to Photoshops. Alright, here we are in Photoshops now. So okay, perfectly done. The color, the details in the highlight and the shadows. Also the mood is already done in the camera roll, or you can do it in Lightroom, it's the same. Alright, so now we are going to do the final retouch in the Photoshops. Alright, so the blue sky color, everything, I don't need to touch the color. So what I want is I remove something on the floor here, which is, I think, is something distracting. Okay, so I'm going to remove it, content away. Okay, it's very simple, content away, and you're just holding the shift and delete. That's right, and it's gone. Okay, shift delete. Okay, if you want to remain the line, you can use path tool like this. Okay, you can use the path tool to select and move somewhere to replace the area. Right, replace. Okay, like this one also, you can select and replace. It's very, very simple. Okay, and here a lot of dust on the floor. Okay, so replace. Right, select and replace. That's right, and here as well. So just try to make it clean. So I love to make it clean, as clean as possible, because of when you look at the image, you feel a lot more comfortable, especially yeah, for your audience, right? For your audience, for your customer, for your clients, right? So try to let the audience feel very smooth everything. So you need to be clean, as clean as possible, right? So okay, take some time to make it, and it's going to be worth. Okay, so the expectation, right? So this is my expectation. That's why, and especially when you go for competitions, yeah, all this distracting, yeah, the clean the better. Okay, so we don't want those things distract our eyes, distracting the subjects. Okay, so content away. Okay, all this remove, just to remove it. Something big, remove it. Okay, like this also, remove it. Okay, almost done. Alright, and this one I don't know what is that, so just remove. If I don't know something in the photos, I just remove. Okay, because I cannot tell what is that, so it's like a distracting there, so just remove. Alright, so I think it's good, it's quite good. So of course I can make it very clean, so but I want to save my time for you guys. Alright, so that's all. Okay, so it's very good. So let me show you the before after. So why you need to make it so clean? So because of when you look at the before and after, so you see something there. Okay, let me zoom in for you. So when you see something there, do you feel not so comfortable like this? And this is before. So after, and you feel like, wow, so smooth, so nice, so clean. So this is why we want to please the audience eyes. We want to make them feel comfortable, right? So for myself too, okay, as a creator, I expect I expect myself very high. Okay, so I try to make it better. Alright, so it's very nice now. And now the next thing is one more things here. Alright, so content away. Okay, good, done. So now I'm trying to enhance the skin tone. So what I need to do is just the skin tone here. I want to fix. So portraiture 3, image normic. Right. So what we have here is, yep, we need to read the skin color. So the first thing is smoothing. I choose normal. Okay, choose normal, and then I go to skin mask. Go to show mask here. Read the color. So take the peak mask color. So the body, the face. So this is the color we need to retouch, right? So and go to the next one, enhancement. So enhancement here, alright. So I have used the mask 80% and the sharpness. Okay, so sharpness 5% is enough. Okay, not too much. Otherwise you have too many noise, right? And the tint here, I think it's fine, -2. So -2 means that more red for the skin. So is either you go for yellow or green, or maybe go to orange and red. So I prefer orange and red. So -2, okay, for this one. And maybe less warm, -1. Okay, so the brightness and contrast. Okay, so I can actually make it more brightness for the skin tone. So you can see here, or darker the skin tone like this one. Alright, so it's too much. So let me see if I can. Alright, so lighter a bit. So +3, I think +3 is good. So you can actually make contrast for the skin tone as well. So you can see here the contrast. But of course, I just want to show you. Okay, I'm not going to make it so much like it. Okay, it's too much. Okay, and also I want to show you less contrast like this. So you see the skin look very soft and more details in the shadows, of course. So alright, so in this case, alright, so let me see -1. -1, I think it's fine. Yeah. So before after. Yeah, right. So I think it's quite good already now. Okay, alright. So let's click OK. So of course, choose new layer and output mask here, and click OK. Alright, so now you got this one. So this is the masking. Alright, this is masking. Of course, all this is the same color range. So you got this affected. So what we need to do, right? So what we need to do is we just want the skin affected. So you go to the black mask. Okay, open the black mask here, and then you go to just to brush the face, the hand, right? That's all. Okay, just the face and the hand. That's right. That's what we want. Good. Nice, very nice. Okay, and one more thing here. Anything? No, I think it's fine. Yes, it is very good. Okay, so now I want to make a little bit something to pop the dress, right? The red dress, right? So let's try. Okay, select one new layer here. Okay, so very simple. I want you to select one new layer, the background copy. Okay, so copy one background, and you go to maybe dodge or linear dodge. It's going to punch up the red dress. Actually, it's punch up the whole things. All right. So let's say I use the color dodge. Okay, so I go to fill here. Okay, go to fill here, adjust the fill. Maybe 25. Yes, 25, 26. All right, it's fine. So you see before after is punch. Okay, punch the whole picture. Somewhere the highlight is already blown out. Okay, which is too strong for that area. But for the dress, okay, I want you to look at the dress. Okay, so I think it's still nice. Okay, we can still increase a little bit more. So let's go to 28 or maybe 30. Okay, let's go to 30%. I think it's good, right? So 30% for the dress is good. So go to the black mask. So all we need is focus on the dress, because of we did this is the purpose is for punch the dress out. Okay, so we can go 100% the erase, or you go to brush. So now you can start draw the dress. Okay, this one you cannot touch for the skin tone, right? So just for the red dress. So you see I draw for the dress. Here the highlight. Here the highlight. Alright, I think it's good. So see, this is the, yeah, it's very simple, right? Like this, that's all. Okay, and you actually make the dress a lot nicer, right? A lot nicer. Okay, so if you want to make it even more stronger, you can actually create another one. So you can create another one like this, so even stronger. Alright, so like let's say I want to make it strong, the lower part of the dress. Okay, so the lower part of the dress stronger, like this one. Okay, 40%. Okay, so I just want to remove the upper part. Okay, not this one. Okay, remove, erase the mask. Okay, erase the mask here. So like this one. Okay, so erase like this, erase the upper part. So I just want to remain the lower part. So this is for the lower part. Maybe here, yeah. So like in this case, you see the lower part is shining a bit more, and of course you can adjust the opacity if you want. So this is 100%. So like 50%. I'm going to adjust. I'm going to brush out this one. Yes, and maybe here. All right, that's good. You see the dress is like wow. Yeah, what we need is wow, to create a wow effect. Okay, create a wow effect. And yes, so the subject is very nice now, very nice. Okay, so the next one, so actually this is so good. So let me save the file first. Okay, let me save the file. Okay, so this is RGB TIFF file. Okay, so what I save is, okay, you can save RGB TIFF, okay, for printing purpose. Okay, if you want for the, okay, Macintosh is none. Okay, so if you want for your clients, for post to Facebook, Instagram, change to sRGB, okay, and save JPEG. That's all, right? So let me try one for you. Okay, demonstrate. So go to convert profile. So convert profile, you see sRGB. All right, here find the destination space. All right, and click OK. All right, now you can save to sRGB and JPEG. Okay, and then go to save a copy here. Now you see the amber color profile is changed to sRGB, and I go to JPEG and save. All right, baseline standard 12 meg quality. All right, so done. Okay, very simple. Okay, very simple. Okay, so now if I want to continue to do the editing, yes, I can continue. All right, so what I want is actually, yeah, I just want to try Color Effects Pro. So let's see we can have something better. Alright, here we have Color Effects Pro. Okay, so maybe we can try to see what happened in Grammar Glow. Okay, so this is Grammar Glow, and Glow 40%, right, and maybe warm slightly. Okay, the saturation -10, slightly warmer or maybe less warmer. Alright, yeah, 10%, and this one I think -20. Yeah, so you see softer. Yeah, it looks softer here, and then I love here because of sunlight. It's like a sunlight. Just make it softer a bit. Okay, but I don't like the face here. It's not good. So I'm going to brush here if I want, and brush a little bit here for the dress. All right. So okay, let's try. So Grammar Glow. So this is Grammar Glow. All right. Here we have the Grammar Glow. Okay. So what I want to do here. Okay, let's see. All right. So I'm going to touch here. Let me show you. So I don't want the face and also the building behind. So this is what I'm going to remove here for the face, for the body, for the subjects, and also the sky here. Right, and let's see how. Yes, and also here. So the edge. I don't like the edge. The whole sky. Okay, yes, I think here, yeah, the upper part. Okay, so because of it's going to have some halo on the edge of the building, on the sky, so as well as the subjects. So I'm going to remove the upper part. Yes, how about the lower part? Okay, let's see, zoom out a bit to check. Okay, so the lower part I think is better, but for the subjects here, I'm going to remove 50%. Okay, so I'm going to remove 50% like this. Okay, so I'm going to have the okay, more details. Okay, I want more details. Yes, all right. So let's flatten. Okay, so next one I'm going to do the what is that? The tonal contrast. Let's try tonal contrast. Okay, so oh, not this one. This is the structure. So I want to try the tonal contrast. Color Effects Pro 4. Alright, so we go to tonal contrast. Okay, so this is my favorite. Okay, here is my favorite from Color Effects Pro. Alright, so this is tonal contrast and it's too vibrant. So we're going to make the saturation 0%. And then we go to the shadows. So you see the things, the buildings, it looks too hard. Okay, so softer. If you want softer, remove the shadows as well. So I made it negative something. Okay, -10 is fine. Okay, so and you see the highlight on the face is too strong. So this is highlight 25%. So you can go to like maybe I think 10% is good. Okay, 10% is fine. So I think the mid-tone also very strong, 50%. So let's remove the mid-tone. So maybe go for 20%. 20%. Okay. How about the highlight? Yeah, highlight. Okay. Maybe the highlight a little bit more like 16%. Okay, so yeah, I think it's good enough. So you see my face actually is more contrast. The sky here is more contrast. The face is more contrast. The building also. So I think it's good enough. Okay, maybe it's still very strong. So I try to make it 50. Okay, try to make it 15 and 15. Highlight and mid-tone. Okay, 15 and 15. I think it's good. Not so strong, but it's just nice, just a little bit. Okay, good. Especially the face. The face have some highlight enhancement there from the toner contrast. Alright, here, yes, nice, very nice, well done. Okay, so what we want is, okay, so make a black mask. Okay, so I want to actually just for the, okay, let me show you the masking here. So just the face and the sky here and the building behind cause dress like this. Okay, so not the whole things. Alright, it's good. So flattened. Alright, so the next one, okay, so I want to show you the last part is the structure in the output sharpener. So this is the output sharpener Pro 3. So I'm going to remove the output sharpening and edit this sharpening. So I'm going to open the structure. So you see the structure is like clarity in the Lightroom or in camera roll. So okay, let's say, okay, this is 0 and this is 36%. So you see the difference, right? Before, after. Right, see this is make also like a contrast. So you can make it a little bit like 20%. I make 20% for this one. I think it's enough. Right, so click OK. Right, so here, yes, you see you have more contrast. Okay, more contrast for the whole image, especially the dress and the lower part here, more contrast. Okay, so what happened is also black mask, right? So what I want is not for the whole things for sure, but it's for the, yes, for the dress. Okay, for here the dress. So I'm using the opacity 50% for the dress, for the suit here, and also like here, and for the building here. I think it's nice. It's good for building. For the dress here. Yes. Alright, so I want to make certain things more contrast. So not the whole part. Okay, just for the certain things. Okay, so you see this is the masking, right? The building is stronger. Yes, it's good. Flattened. So now, wow, it's very nice already. So let's see the highlight here. Okay, we add some warm color there. Okay, last, okay, always last, right? So go to Color Effects Pro 4. Alright, so I want to make it better and better. That's why, okay, always looking for something to do. Okay, so I will going to do the try the vibrance warm here, or maybe you can use skylight color, skylight filter. Okay, I'm going to use skylight filter to enhance the sky warm color. Okay, especially like roof here, so you can have more warm. So like make it wow shining, or maybe you can try the brilliance warm. Let's see how's the brilliant warm. Okay, so the brilliant warm is affected the whole image. Alright, so I think, alright, skylight warm, skylight filter. Okay, I prefer skylight filter. I make it warm like okay, let's try 30% is good enough. Yeah, 30%. Okay, 30% and click OK. So we are going to create a black mask. Okay, alright, here, so let's create a black mask. Okay, so next I'm going to brush a bit the building, right? The buildings, because of the sunset there is hitting. Okay, and of course the roof here. So you see here the masking, the sky here. Okay, nice, very nice. Again, not the dress. Right. Okay, good. Nice, very good. Okay, so okay, perfect. So beautiful. The whole things, the energy from the movement, the posing, and the composition leading line, and the negative space, and then the color enhancement in the post processing and the editing. Okay, so perfect. Okay, flatten it. All right, so we're done here. So I'll show you the before and after. Okay, and we see in the next lesson, next masterpiece. Cheers.